Hi Sag, this is going to be your reading for the 18th through the 24th of April. Good for Sun, Rising, Moon, and Venus of Sagittarius. As always, please keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not a personal reading meant for just one person. Therefore, it may not resonate with all of you, okay? If it doesn't resonate, though, try checking out your other placements. Any part of your natal chart, you could find some messages there for yourself as well. If you want to book a private reading with me, Sagittarius, the link to my website is down in the description below. Also, check out my sister channel called Soma Chandra Libra. That's a channel dedicated just to Libra as well as Sagittarius. And I do love messages and some daily downloads here and there for you guys every 3 to 4 days, okay? But if you're new to this channel, welcome, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I read for your sign. Right now, it's Soma Chandra Sagittarius. Sag, they wanted me to do a different kind of spread for you than I normally do. I really like that your guides asked me to change it up. I'm using these two beautiful new decks for you guys. I really love it. One is called the Enchanted Map by Colette Baron Reed. I've been wanting this deck for a while. And also the Fundamentals of Astrology by Heather Ariel. I highly recommend these decks. I purchased these decks with the karma donations that all of you have so generously given to me through the link to my PayPal down below. You guys bought these decks for me, so I really appreciate it. And I've used them for the first time with you guys today. I love to break in new decks on Sagittarius because you guys are ruled by Jupiter. You help me learn, grow, and expand. So philosophical. So thanks for letting me use these decks with you. The reading that I pulled out was really interesting and really cool. I think the third week in April, Sag, you're at the great intersection because you ended on the Wheel of Fortune. Your fate and your karma and your destiny are changing and playing out. You're definitely in your Jupiter energy right now. I feel like there's this great intersection between your past, present, and future. I feel like you guys have some emerging ideas. You lack a little bit of direction. There may be some delays right now. Keep in mind as well that if this isn't resonating for you, I could be picking up on the energy of someone around you that you are thinking about right now, okay? Or they're thinking about you. So what came out of the Enchanted Map deck for you is the Magical Shapeshifter. It came in reverse. Movement, compass, and a challenge. I always like to pull a challenge out of each deck is home in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is some of you are kind of outgrowing a situation. It might have been difficult for you to see that or accept it. You definitely need to believe that you are capable of shifting your own destiny. You are a magical shapeshifter. I see that you guys want some kind of a change in your life. This will require movement on your part. And with compass, you're in uncharted territory. The reason I think for all of this or a challenge is that with home in reverse, some of you quite literally want to move or change homes, where you work, where your office space is. You may want to shift some things around in your neighborhood even. You might not like a neighbor. I just heard that. Some of you aren't really feeling at home in a situation. Also, I just heard someone doesn't want you in their home or you're afraid of them in your home. There's something that may make you somewhat uncomfortable. It's only encouraging you to see that situation for what it really is, Sagittarius. Accept that it's okay to be in uncharted territories, but nobody does uncharted waters better than Sagittarius. Sagittarius is like, you kind of have to be lost to get to a place that can't be found. Otherwise, everybody would know how to get there. We wander, we expand, we explore. We let Jupiter take us where it wants us to. It's definitely time for movement. Believe that you have the power to write your own destiny and write your own map. Something may be making you somewhat uncomfortable. It's definitely time for change. Out of the Fundamentals of Astrology deck, cool cards came out. Aries, new beginning. Jupiter, but it came in reverse, recovery. And Pisces, get creative. I have Ascendant, and in the Limelight is your challenge. Also, you need to read the fine print. So we just came out of the new moon in Aries, the beginning of our astrological year. And Aries brings a lot of excitement and a lot of feelings of impulsivity. You're still in this energy. It came in the upright, new beginnings. Actions you take now will lead you to a shift in results. Actions you take now will yield swift results, okay? Charge ahead with your visionary plans. If you've had a plan, if you came up with some kind of brainstorming cool idea over the new moon, here's your sign that your guides think, actually, that was a great idea. And it's time for you to take action now. And it will yield quick results. If you have any Aries around you, know that they like things to happen fast. I have a joke about Aries. I say Aries is like a clown car opening up. They are very enthusiastic people. They fall in love fast. They make their ideas come to fruition quickly. It's time to allow life to speed up for you and just ride that wheel, ride the wave. Also, with Jupiter coming out in reverse, recovery. Too much of a good thing? Now is a time to regain some equilibrium. So some of you might have become a little bit excessive in something. You may be doing a little too much of something. This is something that's a constant challenge for Sagittarius because your planet just wants you to expand, 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 expand. Your brother Saturn is right next to you. Meditate on that planet. It may be somewhat time to restrict and control something. Examine any part of your life this week where you're out of balance or out of equilibrium. You may be doing too much of something, and it's time to rope it back in. It could be too much drinking, smoking, eating. You could be working too much. You could be too much of something. It's also possible someone around you wants a new beginning with you, but they're almost thinking it's too good to be true. I just heard you may feel like something is too good to be true as well. Because in abundance, it's whether it's new love, a baby, job, or a pet, express gratitude for this newfound blessing. There may be something that you want to move towards, but you're almost not trusting it. Like, is this too good to be true? So slow things down, allow for a little bit of restriction right now. Watch for fast expansion, I think is how you're going to feel. Third week in April, Pisces, get creative, poetic, visionary energy surround you. Embrace your inner muse. Let your imagination soar. I do have the star here. So I do think you guys are thinking a lot about the future in some part of your life. Maybe it's all intersecting. Go within, Sagittarius. Find your inner muse. You do not need an outer muse right now. Pisces teaches us to focus on our inner fantasies and figure out what fantasies can we make dreams, that can come through to fruition. Get poetic, get visionary this week. Embrace that inner muse. You will feel very creative and imaginative. A challenge out of astrologically for you this week is ascendant in the limelight, whether by marriage, pregnancy, or promotion. The spotlight is on you. It's time to shine. Some of you may be afraid you won't shine in a situation, or you're afraid to put yourself in the limelight, or maybe a person around you is as well. I can see with home in reverse here and in the limelight in reverse, some of you are getting some unwanted attention at work or in a relationship. The spotlight might be shined on you in some way this week. Just examine what makes you feel uncomfortable, but know that the universe is calling you to shine. The spotlight will be on you. If it feels weird, ask yourself why. Some Sagittarius are a little shy. I also notice at the bottom of each deck, read the fine print. A situation, contract, or plan requires your attention. Look over all contracts this week before you sign the dotted line. Yeah, look. Oh my God, a synchronicity. Details, read the fine print. Read the fine print of everything right now, Sagittarius. That's important. So kind of did a reverse pyramid spread with some challenges for you, and I did a little bit of clarification as well. Main energy coming out for you this week, Sagittarius, is I have the Hermit in reverse, Virgo here, Four of Cups, the Star, Aquarius or Libra, the Ace of Swords in reverse. The reason for this is the Page of Cups in reverse. Pages explore and study. They deliver and receive information. You have two pages on the table. So definitely in a place of a little bit of growth possibly, but I see a little bit of fear. So with the Hermit in reverse, you may have done quite a bit of solo time and searched your soul about something for very long, to the point where it might have depressed you a little bit. So I see that some of you are really trying to emotionally reevaluate whether something is right for you or not. You've been almost kind of bored with what's in front of you, and there's this one idea or thing or person or situation. The cup is being handed to you, but your arms are folded, not sure it's entirely what you want. But the star is here, so I think it's about something that will bring you renewal and hope and faith, a renewal and a belief in yourself in some way. This is about your higher purpose or destiny or calling, a renewal in a relationship. Some of you are thinking a lot about what you want to do for work, where you want to live, and also what kind of relationships are best for you. You're rethinking something here with the Ace of Swords in reverse. There will not be a breakthrough at the moment. I think that you need to search your soul about it a little bit more. Watch for feelings of denial. Okay? When you go on a solo spirit walk, make sure it's productive. You may need to get a second opinion. That may help you. With the Page of Cups coming in reverse, you or someone around you may pull out of something at the last minute. Sometimes the Page of Cups in reverse pages in the reverse are no news or sometimes not good news or a feeling of insecurity. When the Page of Cups comes in reverse, I can see that there is quite a bit of vulnerability. You have a new idea, but maybe you're doubting your intuition. Examine any creative blocks. You may be feeling somewhat vulnerable. Your inner child may come out and make you feel a little insecure as well. Conversely, someone around you may flake out on you. You may flake out of something at the last minute. I see you rethinking something. You think it will bring you, it might be that limelight thing. You know, with Pisces. Oh, I'm picking up the wrong thing. It might be about being in the limelight and you're not sure you want to do that yet in a situation. I just heard go public about a relationship. That's not going to be true for all of you. There's something you want to explore and you're afraid to dip your toe in the water. But it's something you've been thinking about for a while. Almost like you're doubting yourself. The Ace of Swords is here. The star is here. You are old enough and wise enough to know what's best for you at this point. I think you're not quite ready to have a breakthrough with something just yet. But you will examine all that you've invested in up until this point. I see you trying to stay in the present moment, examining the past, waiting for a tree to bear fruit. Some of you are waiting for a raise, waiting for retirement, thinking about something, and then you turn and look at the shoreline and think about the future and examine the full growth potential of what's in front of you. And what you're looking at is the Lovers, Gemini. This is about relationships and love and harmony. What is your perfect match? What is your perfect match in a relationship, for your career, where you live? Something that you really think you can have total value alignment with seems to be at a distance for you. It does appear that the angel of the divine is bringing all parts of you together, and yourself and another person or others together. You're thinking about it here. Could be relationship, could be career, could be any part of your life. And then I'm ending on the Six of Cups, thinking a lot about the past, reminiscing, homesick for easier, happy times. You could be missing a person or just a time in your life when things were simple and sweet. Thinking about the past, and here's this ace. I actually have 3 aces on the table for you. Your soul really wants you to open up since this last new moon in Aries. You have this emerging idea, but it lacks direction. There are maybe some distractions and delays. I think the distraction and the delay is the past. And you're ending on the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune drives me crazy as a final outcome. It's your guides kind of shrugging and saying, we don't even know. Luck, we know that luck is on their side. We know that their fortune and their fate and their destiny is in their hands. Their karma's in their hands. They're in the middle of an important cycle, but anything is possible at this point. I mean, we're talking about Sagittarius here. Anything could happen at this point. But I wanted to know what this past was, because I think with the Six of Cups, the Hermit in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles, I see that the past, it's like, how can I recapture the best parts of the past in a situation? What am I investing in and why? Oh, wow, I've really thought about this long enough. I want to move towards something where I have total value alignment. In the past, you got left out in the cold. Yeah, insecure, sad, definitely felt isolated and had a lacking mindset. You either felt like you didn't have enough or you didn't have enough. This even hit you financially. Some of you are afraid you won't have enough to invest to move forward. And then I wanted to know what that Ace of Wands was. This idea, this breakthrough here that just you're rethinking and lacks direction. And I have the Page of Pentacles. I followed the rabbit trail here. The Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. Interesting. First of all, I can see that some of you want to develop something in some way. You think it has merit and value. You may want to study something. You may want to work somewhere. You may want to develop a skill of some kind. But I think you're definitely afraid to take a risk. Some of you feel a little out of your league and out of your depth. You're not sure that this is something you want to go charging into. The Knight of Swords usually has tunnel vision, and he's very brave, and it's a person that's very direct and a hero in their own life. They don't care if they fail or succeed. They're just going to take a risk because they're driven to succeed and driven by ambition and action. I think whatever this is about for you, Sagittarius, makes you feel a little restless. You will feel impulsive, but I think you're afraid to take a risk. Maybe you're afraid you're going to burn out too quickly. With the Hierophant in reverse, first of all, the first thing I heard was career and job. You're not 100% sure that a school of thought, a religion, a community bigger than yourself, even a serious relationship, you don't know that you line up in value with this situation. Some of you feel like you only have a little bit to learn or a little bit to develop. Some of you want to be part of a community greater than yourself, but you don't want to give up your own personal ideology and beliefs. The Hierophant in reverse believes they are their own best teacher. They are self-taught. They rebel against the system. They break the rules. Some of you also have a boss that you think is overbearing and you don't like. Some of you feel like you don't fit in with a community at large or your family entirely. This could be a big company you work for as well, and you're like, you know, I'll stay here for a while, but I don't know if I'm ready to take it to the next level. Some of you may pull out of some kind of an event or a situation where there is growth potential, but you're just not sure if it is in total value alignment with you, with the Star and the Lovers. Could also be a person around you that is fearful of full-blown commitment. You and this person may be very different in some important way. But I was like, well, tell me a little bit more about the Hierophant. This looks like something that you could gain a lot of wisdom and knowledge from, but it is a pretty big commitment. And I got the Three of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Ace of Cups. So I think it's a situation where you can build and learn and grow, but there's this anxiety here. Within the spotlight, Page of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Swords in reverse, I'm seeing that you're feeling a little vulnerable in a situation. You're having inner turmoil and you're facing your darkest fears. I think you know that you could build and learn and grow and cooperate in a situation, get something out of this relationship or situation, but it is stressful. You are working through your tolerance of your stress because there's this cup of love here that could be offered you with a lot of creativity and a lot of emotion, new relationship or the open heart chakra. And I see you hesitating a little bit. You're like, well, in the past, I got left out in the cold. And when I think about that, it depresses me. So I don't really know. I don't really know if this is right for me. This person, this job, this passionate pursuit of mine, this relationship, this place to live. This is sort of the energy you're in this week. Just remember to read the fine print with everything. It's definitely time to ask yourself if you're ready to get promoted into the limelight. What can you bring into balance that you've had too much of? It's so important for you to be creative right now. If you will feel creative, you will, if you stay focused on this new beginning, Aries is encouraging you that swift results will be yielded. You're just going to have to address knowing that you've outgrown something so that you can move towards something new. It's uncharted territories, but you may feel somewhat uncomfortable at first, or you have to leave a situation that makes you uncomfortable in order to move towards something new. And you don't have to commit until you're ready, with the Hierophant in reverse. Stay in the energy of the Page and the Ace, where you examine the growth potential. Bringing your past, present, and future into balance for you. Anything is possible because the wheel is here. All right, Sag, that's the 17th through the 24th. I hope this resonates with you. I hope it gives you guidance, and I hope it helps you. Check me out on Instagram, you guys, Somachandra Tarot, for my family's shenanigans and extra inspiration. The link to my website for a private reading is in the description below. And don't forget to check out my other channel, Somachandra Libra. I put love messages up there for you guys every couple of days. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care of yourselves. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.